Back here on SportsLine, right here on News Channel 5 Plus, the Wednesday extravaganza rolls on. Phone line still wide open, 615-737-7767. You can also tweet me at Jon Burton 32. You can communicate with me that way. Also, a friendly reminder, you can catch me and Greg Pogue every Monday through Friday from 9 to 11 on Nashville Sports Radio, WNSR, for the Greg Pogue and Jon Burton Show. We have a lot of fun on that show. Your phone calls are always welcome there as well. All right, before we went to break, we were talking about Ryan Tannehill, the Titans quarterback, and a guy who's become a bit of a concern for some Titans fans. He's thrown 5 interceptions over his last 2 games. He's never been a high interception guy ever since becoming the Titans starter midway through the 2019 season. So obviously he's without a lot of his weapons, Derrick Henry, A.J. Brown, and Julio Jones. So that's one way to look at it, but certainly these turnovers are at least somewhat alarming and something that both the Titans and Ryan Tannehill need to clean up. As we said, 9 turnovers in their last 2 games, 5 against the Texans and 4 more against the New England Patriots. So here is number 17, QB1, Ryan Tannehill, talking to the media before today's practice.
Some good quality time with the family, which was nice. Able to get a mental reset and heal up a little bit, and excited to get going again.
I imagine the number of 9 turnovers in 2 games has been over the last week or 2. How much of an emphasis is that, and what has to happen to get that changed?
Yeah, we just got to take care of the football. You know, I think we did some good things up in New England. Obviously, ran the ball extremely well, but the turnovers killed us. You know, didn't finish in the red zone, and then gave the ball up too many times. So something that's obviously a big emphasis for us as we move forward.
You guys have had a lot of success in the first game after a bye since Mike got here, and since your tenure here. Why do you think that is? What do you think maybe you guys are doing to kind of gear up, in the first game after kind of the time off?
I don't know if it's anything special we're doing, but I know that guys are excited to get going again. Like I said, mentally refreshed, physically refreshed, and excited to get playing. I have a huge stretch here coming up to finish the regular season, and we're excited for the opportunity.
It's a situation where it felt like it took a really long time to get there, but now when you look at what's ahead, like, hey, maybe this timing's going to work out okay.
Yeah, I think it's definitely the latest bye I've ever had in my career, and felt like it took a while to get here, but now as we're here and we're looking forward, it gave us a chance to heal up late in the season. Like I said, mentally and physically refresh and build some excitement as we finish this regular season.
You didn't finish, the way you wanted to with 2 straight losses, but you like the position you're in, kind of moving forward, and you kind of feel that energy in the locker room.
Yeah, no, obviously didn't play our best football, leading up to the bye. But as we look back, we've put ourselves in a position where everything we wanted is still in front of us. So it's just a matter of going out, executing, playing good football as we finish down the stretch.
Said the season is just getting started, and it's so key for teams to be playing their best in December. Did he talk to you guys about that season just getting started and kind of the turning point after this break?
Yeah, it doesn't really matter what you've done up to this point. You have to be able to play your best football December and January, so that's what we're looking to do. We're looking to come out and improve on a daily basis and play our best football, starting with Jacksonville this week.
You also mentioned just getting back to the basics and fundamentals. How key is that? And just picking up maybe practice in terms of speed now that you guys have got to the bye week and are past it.
Yeah, no doubt. It all starts with fundamentals, with technique and fundamentals. One of the pillars of our program, and something we emphasized on Monday, and we'll do it again today as we pick up practice again. Something that we believe in, we preach a lot, and really football games are won and lost in large part due to that. So I think guys are excited to get back to work, and we'll do that today.
What's it like trying to get on the same page with a guy like Golden Tate, who's been around the league, knows a lot of different systems, but maybe doesn't have the familiarity with you that in terms of quarterback and receiver?
Yeah, we're building that relationship. Through with him a little bit leading up to the New England game during practice. He was over during all the special teams periods and stuff like that. And as he learns the offense more and gets deeper in our playbook, we'll be able to get more and more reps as the practice days go on.
How much maybe Julio back in the mix, and how quickly can you guys kind of pick up where you left off?
Yeah, excited to get Julio back. Have to build on things we've done in the past. Like you mentioned, it's been a little while since we've thrown and caught together. So these practice reps will be huge. We got some reps on Monday, which was nice. Excited to see him back out there, making plays and looking good running. So, like I mentioned, excited to have him back.
Before you got hurt last time, Ryan, before Julio got hurt last time, did you feel like you had gotten to a certain point with him that you were hoping to get to this year in terms of the chemistry and just?
I think we've had spurts. I think that it's been a frustrating year for him, just kind of the up and down of being injured and not being injured. I don't want to speak for him. I'll let him answer that question. But I can imagine if I was in that position, it'd be quite frustrating. So hoping to keep him healthy as the season goes on and build that consistency the more time we get together.
Does the screen maybe have as many moving parts as anything you do, and how much has gone into getting where you guys are with it, which seems like a pretty good play?
What was the first part of that? I'm sorry. The screen game?
Yes, maybe have as many moving parts as anything you guys do, and how much effort is it taken to get to the point where you are, where it's working pretty well?
Yeah, our guys have done a great job. I feel like we've done a great job of repping it in practice and then taking that practice and carrying it over to the games. Our guys are covering guys up. Our guys with the ball in their hands are making guys miss, outrunning people, and they've paid off with some big gains for us.
Is it one way to maybe scheme around some of the missing X plays when you're without some of your speedier receivers?
Screens are kind of one of those things where it could be an X play or it could be a gain of 2. You don't really know when you call it. Obviously, you're hoping to get behind the rush and cover up the second level, let your guys get in space and take advantage of it. But you never really know until it happens in the game.
When you see guys get that franchise sticker placed on them, like you have it, there's an expectation, right, to elevate everyone else's game. Like, how do you approach that? And are there things that you could do possibly to help elevate everybody's game around you?
Yeah, no doubt. It's part of being a leader, it's part of being a quarterback is driving the train, so to speak. Pushing the guys around you, whether it be in walkthrough, whether it be in practice, making sure the energy there, the effort's there, pushing the tempo, making sure I'm communicating, elevating, trying to motivate. It all goes into it.
Go for a second, from an ability standpoint, what does he give the offense if he is able to play this week?
Yeah, no doubt. Obviously, he's a rare talent that has done it at a high level for a very long time. So a guy with his speed, his size, his range can definitely make plays, which he's shown for us at times this year, and hopefully we can get him back and get him going again.
Back, Ryan, at clips of the past few games or whatever, do you think you're taking any more chances than you had in the past, or does that maybe contribute to some of the turnovers, or what are your thoughts?
Like I mentioned before, everyone has a story, but at the end of the day, we all have to be on the same page, and I have to be accurate with the football and make good decisions. So that's my charge going forward, and I look forward to it.
Right. How much improvement have you seen from Jay Bill's defense since the first time you guys played him?
Yeah, they're playing well. You see a lot of improvement. Their secondary is disguising, doing a really good job of that. Up front, they have talent, and they're getting on the quarterback. They have speed and length, which can make it tough on the offensive line. Their backers are flying around, making plays. So I have a ton of respect for the way they're playing right now. It's going to be a good challenge for us.
Do you have any sense for why you guys have been so productive in the second quarter? I think you've scored 43% of all your points then. Have you settled in and adjusted to what the defense is doing maybe at that point? Or?
You like to get off to a fast start. That's something that we talk about and want to do. But occasionally in games, it takes a little while to kind of settle in and get going a little bit. So, you get into the meat of the game there, and you really want to be able to move the ball consistently. If you can pair that with a fast start, then you're going to be in really good shape.
Confidence level grown with Foreman and Hilliard, the way that they've run the ball the last week or so?
Yeah, going back to the New England game, both of those guys ran the ball extremely well. Getting tough yards, finishing, driving their feet through contact. There's a couple runs where there's contact at the line of scrimmage or no real hole for them to run through, but they're able to lower their pads, drive their feet, get some leverage, and then with the O-line finishing behind them, a 1-yard run turns into a 5-yard run. And if you're able to do that consistently, you keep yourself ahead of the chains and in good position to extend drives.
What makes for a really good red zone target like you've had with AJ over the years and with Jonnu last year as well?
I think the red zone comes down to timing and and trust and getting yourself open. You know, those three things. Spaces are tighter, the windows are tighter, and so the trust has to really be there from the quarterback. The ability to get open quickly is got to be there from the receiver or pass catcher. And when you put those things together, you can have a beautiful thing.
So is that one of the things that maybe if you're playing with receivers, you know, not as much time with them as a guy like an AJ or Jon, that's maybe one of the things that could get affected is red zone with timing and so forth?
I mean, it could be, no doubt, you know, but I do have reps with a bunch of these guys, and I have a lot of trust because I've seen them do it. You know, maybe I haven't had it lately, or they haven't been in the starting lineup for very long, but have built up some of those reps over time and seen them make those plays, not only with myself, but with other guys in practice. So that definitely elevates the trust.
Maybe that's been a challenge this year, personally, just with your game over the years. You probably haven't played with maybe this many guys rotating in and out throughout a season, and I would guess that building that trust is a challenge at some point when you have that many guys coming through.
Yeah, no, it's a challenge. It's not an ideal situation. You know, our team, I don't know what our number is up to right now with the number of guys that we've had play for us, but it's a testament to the resiliency of this team and the way that the mindset is, and Vrabel, you know, starts it from the top, is no matter who's in there, take advantage of your opportunity, go make plays, and we'll find a way to win.
You doing my calls, my cleats, and if so, what's your cause and why?
Yeah, my cause this year is Life Water. I've supported them in the past. It's an organization that provides clean water sources to villages over in Africa, and they do a great job. So it's an honor to work with them, and excited to be wearing their cleats.
Titans quarterback Ryan Tannehill speaking to the media before today's practice over at St. Thomas Sports Park. And now we hear from the guy that's charged with protecting Ryan Tannehill's blind side, starting left tackle Taylor Lewan.
What's happening?
How much, how you feeling coming off the bye week? A little refreshed individually, team-wise, getting ready for the stretch run of the season?
Yeah, from an individual standpoint, I feel much more fresh, recharged the batteries, getting back to neutral. And now I think we're all ready to go. So looking forward to this practice today, believe it or not, and we'll get it going.
Mike was talking about how he saw maybe in the last week or two before the bye that team speed was slowing down a little bit. Wondering if
We're gonna have Bacon down here.
Linemen aren't generally have to be too speedy, but
I feel like that's really generalizing. We got some fast guys.
Something that you noticed as well?
No, I mean, from a general overview, I don't watch receiver speed or running back speed or anything like that. But Mike, Coach Vrabel did bring that up a few times in the last couple of weeks. So for us, I like this bye week we were ready for it. And now I think everybody's ready to come back and go on the stretch.
You and Sam down the stretch for the last couple games before the bye. You guys really hit a groove. How do you kind of have that skip over the bye into this?
I mean, the stretch was 4 days, you know? So we're here till Wednesday, so Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, we practiced on Monday. It's not like everything just goes out the window. So for us, just continue to keep improving every single week. And just more generic answers after another for you on that, because that's what the hell it is, you know what I'm saying? Like, we got to be great in our combos, complement each other in a run and pass games, and we'll continue to do that.
5 games left. How do you like this team? What do you think this team's capable of doing?
Well, I mean, you know, we're capable of winning games and we're capable of losing games. It's just a matter of what we decide to do on Sunday. So, I mean, guys need to prepare this week. This Jacksonville team, they haven't had the success they wanted to, but they have a great front seven. They have guys that play hard. And I think the direction of that team is on its way up. And they played teams really well, obviously, against the Bills. They had a great game, defensively especially. And so you can't just walk in on these games and expect to be successful. So I think it's one game at a time and taking care of that.
Coach Vrabel, Coach Vrabel said the season's just getting started right now and emphasized how important it is to play your best in December, January. What does he mean by that? Did he talk to you guys about that?
You know, I think a lot of that pertains to guys that were in college last year. You know, the season's ended for them now, and now guys are doing bowl practices and all that. And for us, it's just getting started from the standpoint of, you know, we have the regular season, these last 5 games, and we have ambitions of going to the playoffs. So it's about guys taking care of their bodies and not hitting that rookie wall or that second year, third year really like staying into taking care of their bodies, making sure they're prepared on game day, because it's a long season. And they switched off and added a little game on us too, so it's extra long this year.
You guys are probably screening.
Taylor Lewan talking to the media today at practice over at St. Thomas Sports Park for the Titans. All right, time for another break. When we come back, we're going to switch gears, talk a little college football. Middle Tennessee will kick off the bowl season a week from Friday in the Bahamas against Toledo in the Bahamas Bowl. We're going to hear from Blue Raider head coach Rick Stockstill straight ahead. You're watching SportsLine on News Channel 5.